Okay, welcome back to the video, and I'm not gonna lie, today's video was one that was a long time coming. So a new Roblox One Piece game that I'm pretty sure the majority of y'all know about, that being Pixel Piece, released a little while ago, and if I'm not mistaken, the game is still closed. I gotta actually double check that real quick, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Pixel Piece, yep, the game is not here. Now what actually happened here was the game ended up releasing, and the moment that it dropped, the game just kinda closed. I'm not exactly sure what the full story is, but this is a reoccurring trend, and it's not the first time this has happened. Another game we were supposed to get a little while ago, Anime Tales, got delayed. This is Kelvin GTS's game, and as y'all can see, that is just not here. Not sure why, but developers have a trend of dropping games and then either not updating them or closing them or not even releasing the game in the first place and just delaying them, and that's been happening a lot this year. That being said though, for today's video, a little while ago I saw a video from a YouTuber named TechieOP called Why New Roblox Anime Games Die on Release. And yeah, that being said, as y'all know, I have been enjoying doing some reaction style content lately, and I figured this would be a really good video to watch. If y'all enjoyed the video, if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate if you hit that sub button. Right now we're on our way to 140k, that is the goal, and yeah, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so this is why new Roblox anime games die on release. As y'all can see, I brought the face cam back just for this part of the video, and yeah, let's get it.
New Roblox anime game.
Loud.
This is a question I and many other people ask when it comes to these new Roblox anime games, and today
True.
I'm going to be speculating what I think the problem is with these new Roblox anime games. Without further ado, let's get straight into the discussion.
I love the editing, I have to say.
The One Piece curse. Now, for this section, I want to talk about the curse of One Piece games on Roblox as of right now, and what I think developers need to do to break this curse. For example, a game that is well known by now in the community, Pixel Piece, you know, garbage. It was released, and shortly after release, it shut down and closed for various reasons, as we all know. What was the problem with Pixel Piece, you may ask? It released with close to no content and
none.
And unfortunately, the developers were not communicating the full truth behind what the game was and what the plans were going to be going forward with the game.
True.
As we all know, the game was also a buggy mess on release, and most of it did get fixed, but unfortunately, not everything.
So many hackers on release, man. So many hackers in this game.
The game closed down for good, which is utterly insane. And also, the developers claiming that the game wasn't going to be a bandit
for
beater,
good?
and it ends up being a bandit beater. That was crazy too. Now, for my look at the situation, I believe the developers overlooked tons of—
Wait, I didn't know Pixel Piece got closed for good. Can y'all verify that in the comments? I thought it was just like temporary, but no, I guess Pixel Piece is literally just gone now. Okay, goddamn.
Things before actually releasing the game. One
Jesus.
serious red flag was them including trailers and showcases of things that weren't even actually in the game on release, but had to be updated in, which in my opinion is just—
Why do that? Why do that? I hate that.
Action piece games on the platform, as it was a game with a lot of potential, but again,
just pixelated
management. And this is a prime example of the curse.
Let me just make that clear, y'all. In every single Pixel Piece video I posted, I made it very clear to all of you, Pixel Piece is the same as every other One Piece game on Roblox, with the one difference being that it's pixelated. That is it. The art style is the only difference. Other than that, it's just another One Piece game, man.
Piece games, and hopefully in 2023 we can get some developers that actually want to break the curse and not lie. Exhibit B, the Roblox anime YouTuber cycle. Now, let's see, what title am I gonna give my Roblox anime game video today? This new Roblox anime game is insane and very good, and it is the best of all time. That's gonna get— oh wait, I forgot one thing. I want to talk about me and other creators and why I think we are a part of the problem as well. Now, we all know our favorite creators in the community.
For sure. Oh my gosh.
Absolute.
Yeah.
Games.
No way.
Released to the public. I am even a bit guilty.
You what?
I'm guilty of this. Hey, straight up, yo, I'm guilty of this. 2023, I'm gonna try my best to work hard and get away from this, because certain games I have overhyped where they shouldn't have been, but I think a lot of that comes from there literally just being nothing to play. So when we do get something new, it's just like, oh, we have this new game here, it's really fun, and there was nothing before. But I'm working on that, yo. I know I'm guilty of that. I am gonna get better with that.
Guilty as like Slykage, but
oh my god.
This is a problem, you may ask. Well, these games come out with the expectation of being the best Roblox anime game of all time, and this is a serious issue for the devs, and it actually puts a lot of games 6 feet under before they even are released. Again, Pixel Piece had this problem in many other Roblox anime games as well that were released because the public already had the intention of the game being good, because they watched another YouTuber talk up the game and say it's the best thing of all time, and in reality, it's just the same.
Yo, Techie, relax, bro. Oh my god, calm down. With 3 minutes in and you said my name like 15 times. Chill out, golly.
So the Roblox community
There are other YouTubers too. Oh my god, chill out.
is generally children, so they fall easy
True.
for these tactics. Then when the game comes out, it dies, and the developers get a whole bunch of hate from people because it was overhyped or it was said to be different from the rest, which in reality is.
But like I said again and again, yo,
cap.
I kept on saying Pixel Piece is literally the same as every other One Piece game, but just pixelated. If you go back and watch my videos on the game now, you can see that's something that I said again and again, and I was genuinely scared for the game's release because I knew that it was the same as every other One Piece game, just pixelated.
Also, please, Roblox anime YouTubers, if you're watching this, please stop giving these kids false hope. I get it, views, but this is not a great practice. Stop, okay? It hurts the devs a lot in the process as well, which I think a lot of people don't understand. More than you think. Exhibit C. Roblox
that game was
devs
called.
agreed. Now,
Oh,
I just want to
God.
preface to say this. I see absolutely nothing wrong with Roblox developers going out and getting their bag. At the end of the day, everyone has to eat. Everyone has to get their bag, okay?
This
But
is a really
can still be an
controversial
issue,
topic right
especially
here.
for new and upcoming games now.
Devs and money.
Roblox games are notorious for having paid in-game transactions called game passes, and these game passes can range from 20 Robux to 5K. Depending on how greedy the dev is. The issue I have is when people say, oh, game passes are optional. And you don't have to spend the Robux, but when your gameplay is literally 10 times better when you do buy them, it just doesn't make sense. So it becomes a problem. And this is what we call the pay-to-win method most games and most developers deploy. How can greed ruin a game single-handedly? Well, Roblox developers, especially Roblox anime developers, tend to either make one out of the two decisions when making a game. Either make it a passion project where they actually put the time in to make the game actually good, or they make the game for the sole use of making money and then they move on. 9 times out of 10, most developers nowadays do the latter decision. And they release a game, then inject it with predatory microtransactions that obviously improve your experience, then leave the game to make money while they promise updates and other improvements to the game, but in reality, they are planning to ditch said game and do the cycle.
Project Slayers.
Again, the people who paid for these game passes are practically scammed, but again, they go to the next game over and over again, buying the same game passes for practically the same game. Like, it's insane. The endless greed cycle, I like to call it. And that leads me on to Exhibit D. I want to call this section of the video unprepared and
Jujutsu Infinite.
and development cycles. Most of the time when a new Roblox game comes out, it is processed through what I like to call the honeymoon phase. This phase is a time where most Roblox players hop on a new game, and for the first week or so they enjoy the hell out of it, and everyone's happy because
He's not wrong
because
about
they're
this.
getting rich and making money, and you're happy because you have a new game to play. But this phase usually ends eventually, and I like to call this phase the post-clarity phase, where you start to realize that said game is in reality not what it was meant to be, and you wait patiently for an update to arrive. Now, Roblox devs tend to do one out of the 3 things in this phase of development: bring out mini updates every few days to weeks where they add maybe 1 or 2 new features to the game, kind of like how Shino Life or a One Piece game updates their games in a very quick fashion. Or 2, they go to the GPO route or the YBA route where
Just
they give
don't
you a
update
huge
it.
update every like few months, and they have little small events in between, or they go
True.
to drop a game and ditch it.
What more do you want from me?
Which a lot of developers love going. It's insane. They love doing that. If the dev decides to go the first route, they will eventually be overwhelmed with updating the game constantly, and eventually the game will be bloated to all hell, with most content being mediocre and just simply not quality, which leads to the game dying. If the dev decides to go to the second route, they don't have to worry about having to update the game constantly, but in order for the second option to work, the game has to initially have a lot of content to begin with, which most Roblox games don't have nowadays. And surprisingly, people don't expect games to have content on release, which is insane.
Yeah,
And
that's actually insane. That's completely wild now that we're at the point with Roblox games, or anime games I should say, where now games aren't even expected to really have content on release. Like, it's just kind of a given at this point that the game is going to release with nothing, and then afterwards we'll get updates. And that's sad because games didn't used to be like that, but now we're at that point. We've gone that far down, so
again,
It's what it is.
when it doesn't have content on release, it dies. But the third option, basically they lose nothing for ditching the game because they gain the money and then they can move on to the next project and do the exact same thing and rinse and repeat. Have you ever wondered why games like YBA, GPO, Blocksters always stay on top and other games die? Well, it's because of Exhibit E, the release advantage. Now, the release advantage is what games like YBA, GPO, Shindo, and Blocksters all have over the competition. Years of content updates and so forth. So every year it becomes harder for devs to top this competition because it seems as if the next game has to one up the last. Most of the time, people just end up sticking to the older games because they have more content. And
Prime example, Anime Showdown, the ABA killer. That game dropped. The game's at like 1,200 players now, and ABA is still at like 9,000. And I won't lie, I didn't think Anime Showdown was gonna beat ABA, but I definitely didn't think it'd fall that far. That's crazy. Everybody just went straight back to ABA. Nobody cared. That's just kind of wild to me. I'm not gonna lie.
So if you are a newer dev, it seems easier to just drop a game and ditch it rather than competing with these release advantage games. This is why YBA, GPO, Shindo, Blockstreets, and of course ABA always stay on top because of these killer games can't keep up. And with that statement is my conclusion to the video discussing why I think these new Roblox anime games die on release. Now if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more discussion videos like this one, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace. And I'm not
That's it. All right. Oh wait.
for 2 weeks again.
All right, Techie, W video, even though you completely came from my head, bro, like it was really not that deep. Something a lot of animosity there. I'm just messing. W video though, we did have some really good points. I did not know that Pixel Piece was just gone, yo. I thought the game was just like on like a little hiatus or something, but no, the game is, or hiatus, the game is just, it's gone. It's just not even here anymore. Yeah, that's kind of wild, I won't lie. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Go check out Techie's channel, and I will see you on the next one. Later.